Hello and welcome to Global News Factory. For years, Nord Stream was the backbone of Europe's energy supply. Nord Stream 1, in operation since 2011, was the largest pipeline carrying Russian gas to Europe, providing a staggering two-thirds of Germany's gas imports just until 4 years back. Now, that year, Russia supplied 45% of Europe's gas, 45, meaning that Europe was deeply reliant on Moscow's energy. Then came the year when everything changed. 3 years back, with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Europe scrambled for other options and declared to slash Russian gas imports by two-thirds in a year and eliminate them entirely by 2030. It was a bold move, one that Europe still struggles with today as energy prices fluctuate and the crisis lingers. The same year, Nord Stream's fate was also sealed. The pipelines were shut down and the long-anticipated Nord Stream 2 was literally blown to pieces. Who did that? No one seems eager to say, but speculations run high about US involvement. For years, US pulled the strings, keeping Germany and the rest of Europe dependent while conveniently offering solutions that served American interests. But now the political winds are shifting and suddenly Nord Stream is back in the conversation, but under American control. Some German politicians are no longer ruling out reviving Nord Stream. CDU parliamentarian Thomas Barres openly welcomed the idea, even mocking the US for just looking out for its own interests everywhere, calling it proof of how enterprising their American friends are. In a LinkedIn post, he suggested that once the war ends and sanctions are lifted, gas might flow again, this time with the US in charge. He is not alone. Jan Hanisch, another CDU heavyweight, backed him and argued that if a just and secure peace is reached, Germany should have the right to reopen talks about buying Russian gas, cheap Russian gas. To understand the significance of the shift, let us rewind. Nord Stream 1 and 2 were Europe's energy lifelines. While Nord Stream 1 had been operational since 2011, Nord Stream 2 was never put to use. 3 years back, 3 out of the 4 Nord Stream pipelines were sabotaged, a mysterious attack that still has no official culprit. Now, the discussion of reviving Nord Stream is heating up. But not all are on board as of now. Germany's green-controlled economy minister dismissed the idea outright, declaring that energy independence from Russian gas is a matter of defense and strategic importance. But here is the twist. Germany is about to get a new government. If CDU leader Friedrich Merz takes over as chancellor, would he quietly reopen the door to Russian gas? The right-wing AfD is all for it. Its leader, Tino Kruppala, openly supported Barres's comments, saying it is time for Germany to bring back affordable Russian gas. But energy experts are not convinced. For example, Claudia Kampfert from the German Institute for Economic Research warns that reviving Nord Stream under US oversight would create a double dependency on both Russia and America. So how did the debate even start again? It all began when Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov confirmed that US-Russia discussions about Ukraine included talks on restoring Nord Stream.
And Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Russia and the United States are currently discussing the possibility of restarting deliveries to Europe via the Nord Stream pipeline. Now, speaking to Russia's state-run channel, Lavrov acknowledged disagreements but said it is only in the interests of Russia and the US to restore normal energy supply to Europe.
Then Handelsblatt dropped a bombshell report. It's a German newspaper. It said a US investor has applied to buy Nord Stream. The revelation shook Germany's political establishment. If the US takes over the pipeline, Europe could end up paying for Russian gas, but on Washington's terms. Neither Washington nor Moscow has officially commented, but Putin himself hinted at the deal on Thursday. He said if the US and Russia reach an agreement on energy cooperation, a gas pipeline could be provided for Europe. He added Europe would benefit as it would receive cheap Russian gas. And here's the kicker, Germany wants this. Despite all the posturing, Berlin knows it needs stable energy supplies. Of course, Scholz and the EU elites would not like it, but the reality is Nord Stream might just make a comeback. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching Global
Rare.
News Factory.
True bravery is only ever found where fear is strongest.
This shall play out as it should. We can